Life said, just move on, Corey. Fuck you. You know, you don't tell me to move on. Yeah.
1 hour later.
Yeah. No, thank you. No, because that's go sit up here and act like I'm like a dude serious. Shorty, Corey ain't talking shit for no reason. She's being a catty bitch. That's right. So I don't know if y'all know Amber Rose, man. Let me pull up a picture of Amber Rose. Amber Rose is a model, and I have to admit, she's fine as man. Amber Rose, you know, she became real big with the hip hop community because she was dating a couple of hip hop people. Mm-hmm. Kanye West, Wiz Khalifa, was married to Wiz Khalifa at one time. Plus, you know, she's one of those edgy models, man. You know, she's got curves, but she's also got proud of her short hair. She's got tons of tattoos, you know, and all about sexuality, boy. Just stand in line, just let Negroes lick on her. I don't know if that's true or not, but a little taste test right there. Let's just now for all of the edginess that she has out there, for all of these hip hoppers that she's dated, you know, she's got a boyfriend now, Alexander Edwards, and people say, you know what, they're a cute couple, man, because not just because it looks like they have this love for each other, but they love their kids. They love their kids so much, man. Martin, you love your kids, right?
Yeah, I still do. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Do you love them enough to get a tattoo of their names on your forehead?
No, not quite that.
I
don't equate that with loving them.
Are you sure, Martin?
Yes, I'm sure.
Some people say you just don't love them as much as you think you do.
I'm pretty sure I do.
You know, they said, Martin, if you loved your kids that much, you would show it to the world. You would let everybody know that I love my kids because I take them everywhere I go on my head right here, just like Amber Rose. Amber Rose, now she has a son from, I believe, now I might have this wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. She has a son, Sebastian Taylor from Wiz Khalifa. Oh, yeah.
It looks like Tay Zonday.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if that, and I don't even know if that's him. I'm confused as to who their kids are when he does like Tay Zonday. Amber Rain. Dang on your forehead caused a lot of pain. They have some kids, Sebastian Taylor, and then they have Slash Electric Alexander Edwards. That baby's living up to that name too. So Amber Taylor got on her head.
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose. Thank you. Amber Rose got on her head. She got the name of her kids. I think she has Bash and Slash on there. And people like it. Now, that the name of your kids are at a video game.
Oh, those instructions.
And I mean, needless to say, a lot of people would not do that. Marlon, like, you goddamn right.
Yeah. I'd say the vast majority of people.
And that is why this
I bet I could pick out 5 million people who wouldn't do that.
You probably could, Martin. But some people say you have 5 million people who do not love
million?
their kids.
I meant billions. Sorry.
No, you have 5 billion people who do not love their kids as much as this one woman right here. She says, I don't give a shit what the world thinks. I want them to know these are my babies up here with stupid names. No. I want to tell y'all, man, that is why. Because listen, no one gets their faces tattooed that much. I mean, you know, we see rappers doing it a lot. We see rock musicians doing it a lot.
Back when Mike Tyson did it, it was like, oh my God, he's crazy. Now it's just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, back when Mike Tyson did it, was like, he's insane. Now it's just like, oh, you ain't hard if you do not have your face tattooed. You don't love your kids if you do not have your face tattooed. I don't judge. All right? That's her body. That is not my forehead. She can do whatever she wants to.
And she ain't looking to work in corporate America.
No, hell no. And listen, You damn sure that ain't my forehead. Hell, there's enough room on my forehead to put my whole family tree on there. you can you can put my slave ancestors on that forehead right there.
Yeah, I don't know,
you do what you want to do, man. And like I said, man, this is somebody. I tell you what, people who get tattoos all over the place, it might be looked down upon by society, but I will say that that's kind of the ultimate freedom right there. If you don't give a what society says and you're able to get by for the rest of your life with your face all tatted up and nobody can say anything and you got your money and you living, I mean, you know, a lot of people ain't got that kind of freedom, man. Martin said a lot of people ain't got that kind of stupidity too.
I mean, there's plenty of people who have that freedom who don't exercise it in that way.
But if you live in your life and you're doing what you want to do and you are living well, you're paying your taxes, you ain't depending on anybody, then, I mean, what can I say? You know, shit. Get your asshole tattooed if you want to. I don't care. These are people who want to show their kids their love by tattooing their names on their head. I'm not that kind of person that's going to sit back and say, well, that's stupid. What you do that for? Why are you ruining your body? You know, I don't. Maybe it's because I have tattoos. I don't know. I always said, if I ever got, I'll know when I'm successful, when I can get a small tattoo. I'm not going to get no big-ass state of Texas on my neck, but I would probably get something to remind myself, like, I don't have to worry about anything anymore. I might get a small tattoo on a part of my body where people look down on it, and that's my, I don't give a tattoo. I don't talk shit about anybody. Y'all know me. Like I said, I don't judge. Now, I will say.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. I was
like, that's a long setup.
It ain't even a setup. It's the truth. I'm just telling you. I mean it. Because a lot of people want to judge them. I mean it, man. It's not a setup. It's not even leading to a joke. I don't give a You do what you want to do. I will say, I do have. I'm careful with names. Putting names of people on your body, even if those names are your children. Because listen, you never know when you're gonna hate somebody.
Yep.
You never, for anybody, you never know when that relationship is going to change.
Imagine you tattoo the name of your kid on your forehead, but your kid was Orlando Brown.
Yeah, he lost his mind.
Yeah.
Exactly. Imagine your kid went around talking about, what's his name?
Ted Bundy had a mother.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Nick Cannon. Well, imagine your kid, you had the name of your kid who went around talking about Nick Cannon suck my dick. You be at the laser surgery place getting that shit off immediately. Get this crazy mother off my head now. You could end up hating your kids, man.
Yeah.
It's cool right now. I mean, I don't mind. It's adorable. The kids are cute and everything. But imagine these kids for Amber Rose. Imagine one day she has to look at her kids, and these kids are now in their 20s, and they're just regular working people. Imagine she has to look at these kids and say, you know what, you don't have one tattoo, not any piercing on your body, not one unnatural hole on you. You know what, get the out of my house. And I got your name tattooed on my head.
As little kids, they might think it's cool, man, Mom, she's got our names tattooed on her head. But when they get to be teenagers, like around 17, they're not going to think that's cool. They're going to think that's embarrassing. And even when they're in their 20s, they're going to be like, Mom, I really wish you hadn't done that.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe they'll be like, hey, my mom's cool. Or maybe they'll be like, hey, you know what? My mama loves me that much. You know, I don't know. Like when like I said, I got tattoos, so maybe I'm a little more, I'm probably a little more biased because I think this whole thing of like people saying, well, why did you do that to your bodies? You know, what happens when you're 80? When I'm 80, I'm not going to give a I'm not going to care. Shit, about the time I'm 80, I'm probably going to be like, you know, yeah, I was cool when I was young. You know, who gives a there's a lot of people who are now in their 80s and they have plenty of tattoos and they're like, I don't give a if anybody sees these tattoos or not.
Sure.
Why should I give a shit what anybody thinks at this point in my life? There's a taboo on certain things. And you know, and we all try to put these prejudices on this shit. We don't know what's gonna happen with these people. My whole thing is let me mind my own business and let this family do what they want to do. I'm not one to tell them how to live their lives. I hate that kind of shit. When people look at people already just how they live their lives project out on other people. I don't want this fan. They probably, you know what? This I've seen so many situations where families that you think wouldn't be stable or shouldn't be, you know, society says they shouldn't be. They don't be some of the best families. I mean, let's not forget at one time they said, you know, some countries even said, I mean, or probably some countries, but some states in this country said interracial relationships. Well, first of all, it went from you marrying an animal to where they harm the kids to, well, it's going to be so much angst on this family that he's going to kill her. And I was like,
none of that came to pass.
All that's bullshit, y'all. All that we try to judge people on what we think society has set up, the standards we set up for them. I admire people who do this kind of shit. Everybody else. That's why I want to tell one person in particular, Wendy Williams, shut your ass up. Wendy Williams sits in that chair every day and just centers her show around judging people. I would judge the judgmental. Wendy Williams sits up there in that chair and makes a whole format about talking shit and judging people. That's what she did to Amber Rose right here. And I, you know, like I said, I ain't gonna tell her how to do her job. It's successful. You do what you want to do. But I'm like, leave people alone, man.
Amber, you know I love you, girl. But why would you ruin your forehead?
Ruin. That's a matter of opinion. That's subjective, and continues to go on, arguing on her behalf.
Got her 3-month-old's name is Slash, and her 7-year-old's name is Bash. And I don't care how much you love your kids.
And people laughing at the names and shit like that's weird. You know how many weird people would, I mean, or how many celebrities would have kids with weird names, and we don't say shit. We actually think it's cute. You know, Johnny Depp names his kids Lily Rose, or Kevin Smith names his kids, you know, one of his girls Harley Quinn, or his little girl Harley Quinn. Everybody thinks that's funny, but when you set it up for them to be weird, everybody laughs. That's all, y'all, man.
Are you doing this up here?
You know, what you need to do is stop worrying about people's foreheads and worry about your stinking ass sitting up there farting on camera.
That cop wasn't playing that. I mean, you're lucky you only got battery.
Why don't you worry about that shit wind coming out between them cheeks and quit worrying about what everybody else is doing? You know, that's one of the things I can't stand.
Well, why don't you stop worrying about what she's doing?
That I told you I can judge people talking about other people, and plus I know you like to sit up here and be devil's advocate, but that, man, like I said, you know, first of all, we got a show and we talk shit on the show, and it ain't like we talking shit about her, you know. But I mean, you know, she's a public figure, she's put it out there, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you know, when I see somebody talking shit about somebody else, yeah, I'm gonna comment on it. For one thing, it's content for a show, and for another, don't act like I'm wrong for doing it.
But when she does that, she's just generating content for her show.
But she's talking shit about somebody, man, and which she can do what she wants to do. But it's like that whole thing of, why did you ruin your forehead? Ruin, that's subjective. To her, it's fine. She didn't ruin shit. That's to your standard that she ruined that. And the whole thing is it's not even about letting her do it. It's also about the whole thing of these standards, again, that society sets up, and she's part of, you know, and she's just an example of that. But let's not say that she's a bad parent. Let's not say she's ruining herself. Let's not make fun of the kids and make fun of them, you know, Amber Rose and her boyfriend for being bad parents. You know, that's not right, man. And no, I don't.
Did she call her a bad parent?
Well, I'm not talking about her in particular, but I have seen comments where people are like, "Oh, the kids are going to be scarred. Oh, you know, why did she do that? These kids, you know, they're going to ruin these kids' lives because they're going to get made fun of. They got the cool shit. They got a hot ass mom and a hip ass dad. Ain't nobody going to make fun of these kids. Everybody's going to be like, God damn, man, those are your parents? Your parents Amber Rose? Man, that's awesome.
No, it's just weird that you were attacking Wendy Williams for attacking Amber Rose.
No, it's not. It is not weird because I'm not even.
You don't see how.
I'm not.
You don't see the irony.
No, I don't, because I'm not attacking. I'm commenting on what she did.
You might not agree, but you saying you don't see where I see that.
I mean, you can see it, but I disagree with you. I think you know, I think you have this attitude of like sometimes, well, why are we talking about this stupid shit? You know, why? You know, it's like what we do is show. And
no. I'm not. No. This is not a why are we talking about this stupid shit. I'm saying why are you talking about this person? You're mad at this person.
Martin, I've seen you defend so many people.
Sure.
Just the other day, somebody sat in here and talked about a friend of yours' clothes, and then you turn around and him like, well, look at your clothes. And I even said, well, man, don't attack him because he commented on something that's actually right. So, you do the same shit. So it's not any different from what I'm doing right here. I'm not, like I said, I'm making a commentary on somebody talking about how, on what they've done to their bodies. And she's done it openly. She's a public figure. And she has kind of attacked somebody. So yeah, I can come in and comment on that. Like I say, when somebody's a public figure, they are not above criticism. And I think there's something to be criticized right there. It's not attacking. It's not like getting mad over nothing. It's like, hey, if you're going to criticize somebody on what they do with their personal lives, I'm going to criticize you on trying to push your beliefs on them. That's not cool. You might see it like pointless, but we just got a difference of opinion there because I don't see that as pointless at all.
I just see you doing the same thing that she's doing.
I disagree.
Even for the same reason.
No.
You said we do it for content. She does hers for content.
But I'm saying that because you're saying like sometimes I get the feeling like, well, why are we even talking about this? And like, well, man, we gotta do something here.
That's not what I'm doing this time.
But and if you think that's the same, then I think you're highly mistaken because it would be different if I just pulled up a Wendy Williams and I said, look at your hair, you're stupid, and it's like, nah, it's like I'm not attacking her for no reason. I believe that Wendy Williams is attacking her for no reason. Mm-hmm. She's, this woman didn't say anything to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is attacking her based on something that this woman did in her own private time. I'm commenting on something that Wendy Williams has done that I think is actually wrong. At that point, what are we not supposed to do? Like, not comment on anything that we believe is wrong?
But then you also went on about her farting on air.
Well, she did fart on air. Yeah, come on. That was funny. That right there, you could take debate with that, but she did fart on air and that was funny. Yeah. But it's like, hey, you got your flaws too. You're farting on air and you're worrying about somebody with a tattoo on their head. I think you got bigger things to worry about with yourself instead of worrying about somebody else.
Like that, a tattoo's for permanent.
Yeah, but also a tattoo is none of her business either. No, I do not think it's wrong to comment on somebody who's commenting on somebody that has done something wrong. Or comment on somebody who's commenting on someone where I think they're commenting their comments are wrong. That's something we do all the time.
Sure.
And like I said, I think that is I think that's wrong. You are judging somebody based on their looks, and a lot of people do that, and you shouldn't do that. And she's doing it openly. So hey, if you're gonna do that openly, it's just kind of like when she talked about Joaquin Phoenix and his hair lip, and everybody said, "Hey, what are you doing?" Yeah. That's wrong. Is that wrong for people to comment on that?
No.
That's the same thing I'm doing right here. She did something that was kind of shitty, and it's like, well, all right, I'm going to point that out. It's it is not the same. It's not the same at all. It's not like I'm just out of the blue just talking about this woman. I'm talking about something that she's doing to somebody else. So yeah, I was. I don't think that's the same thing at all. Like I said, just move on, Court. Fuck you. You don't tell me to move on. Yeah.
1 hour later.
Yeah. No, thank you. No, because that's go sit up here and act like I'm like a dude serious. Shorty, Corey ain't talking shit for no reason. She's being a catty bitch. That's right. Motherfucker, you know better tell me to move on. You move on. You said, sit up here on my show. Just move on. Bitch, you know what? I'm going to spend another 5 minutes on this shit because you told me to move on. Hell no, it ain't the same goddamn thing. You out your goddamn mind? Shit, you asked for this. I'm going to be another 5 minutes. Let me break down why I believe this is not the same. Now, if we go back over this whole thing again, I believe if we take Exhibit A right here, we see here that we have Wendy Williams, who has a picture of Exhibit B here, Amber Rose. Now, Amber Rose does not have the tattoo on her head in this picture right here, but she is definitely talking about an action that Amber Rose took upon herself, which she sees as ruining her physical features, which I disagree with. So therefore, I'm not picking on Wendy Williams out of the blue. I am commenting on something that she did I think was wrong. Do we understand? I don't think you get it. Let me start over again. Here we have Wendy Williams.
Explain it to me one more time.
But over here on dtmerch.com, we got the size that fits all, man. We got all that toasty goodness for different body shapes over there. We don't discriminate against anyone for that. that classic black tee with the white logo. We know it's in demand. We know who are we to deny people that toasted goodness like that? Mini sizes, if you got a big ass body, that means you got big ass feet. We can fit those too with those slides that we have right there. You got a big ass head too. Hey, we can fit that too.